after work, so I want to make some tea and then I see what I can do in matters of I want to have some panels. So welcome in, guys. Yeah, so welcome in, guys. My name is Oscar. I want to make some tea. Then I see if I can do some little weaving. Here in Kenya, we use gas. It is the cleanest form of energy. So we use gas long before there were electrical burners, but the problem was high cost of power. So if you use gas, everything becomes, gas is cleaner energy, but very, very dangerous. So if you don't know how to use gas, don't ever try it. Yeah, so I want to make some tea. And then I'll be here for some questions. Yeah, I'm sorry about that guy. There's somebody who commented on my video that he was fired, you know? He was fired because he did not know how to use okay, what usually happens here is when you're doing deliveries of furniture, we always bind the furniture with some kind of that nylon thing. It usually comes in some kind of a roll. So someone sent me a message on YouTube stating that the son was fired because he did not pack it very well. So really, I did not understand what he really meant by that. But anyway, it was an unfortunate incident for him. The advantage with that wrapping is that nylon wrap is when you're transporting the furniture, it doesn't get into contact with some kind of contaminants, corrosion like dust, you know, or maybe rain, that kind of thing. So anyway, for that follow of mine from YouTube, my sincere apologies for that, and I hope you guys can be able to reach into some kind, you know, of a resolve. But I really don't understand why this guy really had to be fired. You know, anyway, it's a crazy world out there with people who are not patient on mistakes. Because anyway, we're all bound to make mistakes. So I really don't know why that had to happen. Maybe if you can, if you're the one watching the video, right now there's a way you can what is this what I'm trying to do? There's a way you can do a podcast. Like you can be two people on the same video, just like the way TikTok works. So YouTube has the same thing. Yeah, so I'm making some tea right now. Maybe if there are any questions, guys, you can be able to ask me some questions. Yeah, so the kind of tea this tea comes from Kericho. It's around 400 kilometers away from Nairobi. It is grown, you know, Kenya is an agricultural country. Like they were saying last time, agriculture is the second, you know, is the highest income generator here in Kenya. That's where we make our international monetary gains. Usually first is agriculture, and then wildlife. Wildlife is the second thing. So this is Kenyan tea. usually looks close to black, but it's kind of brownish. Yeah, so there are different types. But the kind of tea that we consume in our households is not the prime quality that is exported to the States, Europe, or those other countries. And remember, I think we are the leading in tea exports. So I like to have tea most of the time. I'm kind of a tea freak. It's the only beverage I use because I don't take alcohol. I don't smoke, I don't do any of those other kind of traits. Yeah, so I want to have my tea right now. And thank you so much, guys, because right now we are past 11,000 subscribers. For those who are watching, you can like and you can share this video. So when you come into my live, you have to notice that I'm a serial rattan entrepreneur. I make baskets and furniture for the hotel industry in this country, but I also make for other corporate clients. Yeah, so that is basically my work. And then sometimes in the evening, I like weaving a lot because I don't just do it as a hobby, but it's something that I like a lot. Okay, I don't just do it as a business. I do it kind of like a hobby, you know? So I'm trying to look for something to, I don't know where I kept, oops. There's a pair of tongs. I don't know where I kept it. Because that pan is very, very hot, so maybe for now I can use the pliers. I don't know where I kept it. Yeah, so that is basically the thing. I would also like to know about your countries as well, because I noticed most of my followers, they're not just from regional here in Kenya. Okay, most of my followers are from the States, Germany, and Indonesia. I also saw Philippines. Kenya, not so much. I think Kenya, here in Kenya, Kenyans don't watch so much of DIYs. You know, YouTube has a way of showing videos to the viewers, you know, to viewers who are interested in watching. So I think one of the reasons why I think Kenyans, they don't like, I don't know which word I can use. Maybe they are more geared on entertainment, you know, but they don't watch a lot of DIYs like Americans or Europeans watch. Yeah, so now I'm having my tea. I just put one large spoon of sugar. But don't get so much used to sugar, especially when you're aging. It's not very, very healthy. But for now, this is what I use. Yeah, so how many guys have liked? I want to check. Wow, I can see a crowd here. Bath SNG. I'm very okay. Where are you from, Bath? Bath SNG. I noticed right now, YouTube is trying to push live videos. That is why, if you notice of late, I've been doing a lot of live videos. Because that's where your channel can easily, we are not yet monetized. The channel can easily get monetized. Getting to the 4,000 watch hours is not a simple thing. It's not really a simple thing. You may have a lot of subscribers, you may also have a lot of views, but the main thing, which is a leap, is to get those 4,000 watch hours. And then also, if you still get those 4,000 watch hours, it takes some time for a channel to be monetized, because the YouTube team, they have to check and find out if really your channel is real. There are several things, there are several things they check here and there. So it's not a very easy ball game, but it can be achieved faster if you have the consistency, and you try and improve on the videos that you put out there, because some people get those watch hours as faster than others, So I'm trying to look for that 4,000. We are not so far from it, but I'm trying to basically look for it. And then again, if you have YouTube, you can also be able to try and integrate these other social media accounts like Facebook. There's a way you can also be able to add links to your YouTube channel, Facebook, TikTok, all those kind of things. Yeah. So that is basically what I was trying to say. Let me see if there are any other questions, or I'm waiting for your questions, guys. Yeah, so that's basically what I was trying to say. So today I will start weaving. I'll start weaving the panels. I'll just do it for a short while. Yeah, so that I don't get so that I don't lose. Sometimes you can lose words. It's not very easy even to talk for 1 hour. Not very easy. So you can basically try and get that momentum if you're doing something physical. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. So now, welcome. This is my sitting room. So I want to see how I can be able to do some weaving here. I don't think if I'll need some lighting, because it's just let me try and see how it looks. If I see it's dull, then I'll use some lighting. So guys, if you really want good lighting that is also pocket friendly, always go for Amaran. There's 100D or 200D. Always go for Amaran. This is the one I'm talking about. This one. I've used this lighting for, I think now this is my 6th year using this lighting. This is one of the best lightings you can use for your videos. It is called Amaran 100D. Here in Kenya, it goes for around $200. $200 if you convert it. When I bought it, that time they were selling at $200, but the one which is more expensive is the 200D. So maybe I'll power it on so that you can be able to see. This is the best lighting for guys who want to do content creation. Best lighting. Very affordable. Yeah, so this is how it looks. So when you power it on, you can see it goes up to 10,000. Yeah, that's how it looks. So this is the lighting guys I encourage you for those who want to start doing content creation. This is called Amaran 100D. They also have an app for it. Yeah, you can see how powerful this light is. So let me try and fit. Yeah. I don't know if I'll go live with it or I'll just do the normal. Yeah, now that's how it looks. You can see it's it's a very powerful light. So I always use two of them. So I'll power this on. Then I have another one here. And then they have an inbuilt fan, such that they don't get to overheat. Yeah, now that's, so I'll start waving from there. OHB, yes, hi, how are you? OHB Have. Oh, that's a very hard name. I'm very okay. Greetings from Nairobi, Kenya. So what I want to do right now, I want to start filling the panel. This is how the panel will look like, but it's not complete yet. This is how the panel will look like. There'll be for some seats. So basically, continue weaving this. Oh no, maybe I can try on this one so that guys you can see how we do it. These are the panels we make. We're making for 6 chairs. Actually, we're making for 6 chairs, yeah. So last time on the last video that you watched, I think what you saw me doing were baskets. Yeah, so now I want to start doing the chair so that you guys can be able to see how it works. So when you're covering the frames, always use flat scale. This is what is called flat scale. I get this from Borneo. It's very high quality also. This is what you use when you're covering the frames. When you're binding on frames, first you have to cover the metal itself because paint alone is not enough. So this is what is called binding cane, or it's also called split cane, but in Indonesia, the Indonesians call it kobu peel, this one now. If you've watched, try and look for a documentary on Rattan from, I think, Business Daily. They talk a lot about this also. You can be able to learn a lot of things from there. And then we also use, when we're weaving, we use the 3mm. This one, we use this one. We use when we start weaving, we first bind the frame with this, and then from there we use the 4mm. 4mm is when you're setting the stands, you know. Let me try and explain better so that you guys can understand. This is a weaving channel, by the way. So first and foremost, before you start weaving on the frame, you have to cover this metal with this peel. This one is called rattan splints. You can also not get it in Africa. So you cover these stands with the splints, and then when you're weaving, now you use the round cane. It's also called round rattan cord. That's what it's called. So you basically use this when now you're weaving, because somebody was asking me what kind of materials do you use. Now this is a natural material. It grows in Borneo. You can get it in Philippines, you can get it in Vietnam, you can also get it in Singapore. But the main growers of this rattan were the Indonesians. Actually, Indonesia was the largest producer of rattan cane, but they had to ban it because they were trying also to preserve it because of a harvesting. So that is what happens. That is why you see a lot of plastics around. you know. The main purpose of the plastic was to conceal that what's the best word I can say? Was to conceal that demand, you know. That's why we have plastics around, but it's garbage. So this is now rattan. It's a natural vine plant. It grows in those tropical forests in Southeast Asia. That's why you know, you have to know your product, you know. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to start weaving on these panels. But first, before I start weaving, I'll start binding. You'll be able to see how I do it. Then once you bind, that's when now you start weaving. Yeah, so welcome in, guys. So first you have to soak this in water for a period of at least 5 minutes, such that when you're weaving, it becomes flexible enough. So that's here. I'll soak my rattan there. The rattan peel, I'll just soak it in there. That's the most important thing first. So I'm trying to look for any more questions here. Yeah, welcome in, guys. Kindly like the video. Yeah, kindly like the video. So I think I'll wind up for now, and then on the next video, you're going to see how I weave these panels. So thank you so much.